Right, what are we making inserters or belts properly yet?
No.
Okay,
No,
so
we do not have the moths yet.
Okay, well I can get some of that going if you want.
Yeah, I believe you have the Catherine of the Sky one or blueprints from.
Yep, I'm just creating some space here. So how far are we setting things back from the main bus? So that we can leave space for trains and footpaths and things.
Probably where Whiteland's done it, that's probably big enough. You look at where
This here.
Whiteland did.
Oh, is this a mini mall? Or is this a science unit?
That's red and green science.
Okay, I'll trying to think.
Probably better off going on the underside of the bus, Paul.
Yeah, I need to make green circuits before I make the inserters. I always make this mistake. I put down the inserter factory and then realize I actually need green circuits. So I'm going to build a green circuit fairly early in the process here.
Yeah.
But I need to be able to scale it either up or down.
What about if we put it on the south side of the bus, Paul? After roughly here.
Yeah.
I can give you a hand filling it in.
Alright, let's do that. Was that a vote with the mods or a dictatorship when you chose the mods in the game? That was a dictatorship. I just said, here's the mods we're using. I mean, the problem with Factorio is there's so many mods. So many mods that you can have. The tricky bit is finding something that works. Yeah, some of the recipes will be different, Red X, and we'll just have to deal with that when we get to it. Let's see. Is that far enough back?
Yeah, that should be good.
Aye, 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 aye.
Right, we're going to need a ton of assembly machines. Ton of inserters. Don Boy UK, Paul, long-time lurker. Just want to say you deserve all your success, and while Factorio is a game I will never play, I enjoy watching you play it for reasons. Thank you for the support, sir. I get that. Factorio is not for everyone. Is it an easy game to learn? The best way to learn Gamma, like when I was learning properly, I used to like watching the Catherine of Sky videos. So she's a YouTuber. And if you go back, she's done various playthroughs where she starts from nothing and takes you all the way to like spaceship. Like, she's a pretty good YouTuber. She's good to watch. She doesn't swear either. And she's gone way deeper into the game than I have. Way, way deeper. So she can teach you pretty... She kind of talks as she's going along as well.
And it's funny when she sees a biter.
Yeah, she hates biters. She gets freaked out by biters. We don't have automation 2. It seems. So we don't...
You could put normal ones down for now and then go over the top of them.
Yeah, I think circuits don't require 2 ingredients. Actually, they do. This may not work.
One goes on the inside, one goes on the outside.
Yeah, we'll have to use singles.
Yeah. I just put 4 more engines online.
Let's grab a load of that.
Catherine of the Sky.
Catherine of Sky, she's called. Catherine of Sky with a K. Everest, thank you for 8 months. 2/3 of a year already. Yeah, we don't have blue inserters. Oh my god, let me go and handcraft a lot of blue inserters. We need the speed. Wait, we can't make blue inserters. Yay! This is going to be the slowest green circuit production ever.
Yeah, as soon as we can get these red science online, we should do better.
Happy anniversary.
I think blue inserters doesn't require red... Or does it require red signs?
Well, we have to learn it with the red science.
I'm not sure what you're doing, but it looks mind-boggling. Just think of it as a factory. It's basically all it is. Mikey Farr, thank you for 29. Mikey, can I just point out that you've called yourself Mikey Farr TFM? And if you read your name out without knowing it's Mikey Farr TFM, your name reads out as Mikey Fart FM. Which sounds like you're farting in high fidelity. I'd probably put an underscore in there, I'm just saying. I mean, You sure it's intended? I don't know. Was that intended, Mikey? Mikey Fart FM? I don't think so. He capitalized it. Yeah, but on my screen it's not capitalized. It's all in lowercase. I'm going to change it to TFM Mikey. I would definitely do that. See, on my screen it's not capitalized, so it's obvious to me, you know.
Oh,
TFM Mikey's a better name, definitely. Just don't say it slowly. If I saw it, other people will as well, that's all I'm saying. I've no splitters left. Oh, one shot, are you serious? What's going on the copper belt?
I got to drop another science array so I can see what it looks like, and then I'll get rid of it.
Really? What the heck is that, Pubs? Why have you got a zigzag?
Otherwise, the pipes are in the way.
Fair enough. Right, we still don't have power. Have you plugged it in?
I'm doing it now. We're plugged in.
Right, we need like 1 billion inserters now.
Is there no power on the whole grid?
We got a power problem.
Well, everything's off.
No, we have puppy power.
Did
The
somebody trip
engine-
over the plug?
The engines are producing enough power, so...
There's a
Well,
break.
there's nothing powered on.
I'll find where the break in the line is.
I thought you were the power man.
Hey,
Puppy
I've been
power.
putting engines down. I never said I was in charge of the power poles. Power back?
Yeah, it's back up now.
Why then, if you've got a second, can you like route a second power line from that power
just-
station? Because having one line of power to the entire factory just feels like a really bad idea. Anywhere. I just want a bit of redundancy. Also check what turrets we have around that power station. Because I don't see much.
I think there's like 2.
Pops, you need to start a company that makes like batteries or something and call it Puppy Power. That'd be awesome.
Maybe one day, Paul.
Like a Tesla company. Tesla rival but called Puppy Power. You can have a cute little logo with like holding a battery or something. Little puppy holding a battery. It was so good.
I think Warner Brothers might have something to say about that.
It's alright, he'll be able to sue them.
They don't make batteries.
Elon Pop. I like it. Come on, game.
Someone's power line just got destroyed by a meteor.
That's the one that was powering the radar. Like somebody's on it. Like the little engineer runs out, fixes power lines.
No comment.
He's already there in his little van.
Beacons flashing, you know me.
Right, so that's got to be copper down the
You know,
outside by the look of it.
what I was doing.
Fixing the power line.
No, I've done that.
Okay, iron on the inside. So it's copper on the out, iron on the inside, Pubs.
Yep.
If we just run a single down here, then split it, I guess. Okay, so what's happening here, guys, is copper's going to come down here. You want copper on the right one, Pubs? Copper's going to come down here, get split, and then go down this belt, and then
It
over
should
to
be
this belt,
coming down.
where it's going to get ingested by these machines that make these copper wire. Meanwhile, iron's going to come down this one. It's going to get split and push down these two lines, where it's going to get ingested into making circuits. The circuits are going to go back onto these inner lines, which is going to go back up and then onto the bus. And the cool thing about this blueprint is it's scalable, so you can just keep adding to it and make it bigger and bigger and bigger to make more circuits. But obviously, you start to need faster and faster belts and stuff. But it does work nicely. Uh-oh, need some ammo. Because that will get attacked. Why does it look like Australia? I don't know.
Okay, Red Science is online.
Yeah, boy.
Alright, I've optimized the coal, so that's running at 30 a minute. There's 2 iron lines that are running at 30 a minute as well.
Sounds good.
I think I've also done the copper, so that runs at 30 a minute. Yeah, so that's all the initial production belts running at proper speed.
Nice. Good start.
Other than the stone, which is a bit of a problem because Pups has already taken all of that's there, and it's not very big as well.
Well, we needed it for wall.
No, I'm not. That's not a blame, Pups. I was just saying we need to find a solution.
To the west, Somi, there's 4.1 million.
So there's like,
Yeah, see,
these are the
that's
enemy
cool,
nests down
I
here
don't fancy
and here. And
just
what
running
happens
it
is
out
when
in the
this
middle of
pollution
nowhere at the
spread,
moment.
the red is the pollution that we're producing. So when the red pollution hits the enemy bases, they start sending out attack waves. And then the more of them that you kill, the more quickly they evolve. But you can see here we're going to start getting attacked from the south more pretty soon. At some point we're going to have to try and wall this off.
What blueprint are we using for conveyor belts and inserters, Paul?
Is this one you've put down?
No, I didn't put this one down.
That's Sommy.
Yeah, that was earlier on when I was saying what's being used where. That I slipped. You don't need to use that. That's one that I happen to use, but
Okay. So there's one that we've got for the inserters that we always use. So the belts. I can put that down if you want.
We got this one, which is the conveyor belt one.
Yep, that's literally the one I've got in my hand.
Oh.
We also need space for the red belt. So red circuit production when we get it.
Yeah.
Which normally sits near the green, if I remember.
Well, do you have a red circuit one?
Yeah.
If you put that down next to the green, and then we can go further along with the... Also, I've noticed a problem. We're gonna have to turn this bus.
Notice that, did you notice a little water over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, by the time we get there, we can landfill it anyway, the bottom bit. I know he is, Jack. He doesn't want to be in here with us. He's socially distancing himself from us in case he catches something. So he's maintaining 3 gaming rooms apart. Put that down.
I got this one, Paul, which does inserters, miners, radars, and assembling machines too.
I think we need belt more urgently than we need that, though. I would put the belt one down. Because honestly, we're going to need so much belt. Chimera, thank you for 13. I think we should look to try and seal off our base with wall and guns as well. Just so we've got like a perimeter that we can work in, and then just expand as we go along.
Yeah.
There's like various like cliff and lakes that we can go from and to. Why then can we please get the automation 2 so we can get the automation 2 built? Because we kind of need that. And the blue inserter.
I believe we have blue inserters.
Oh yeah, we can make those now. Cool. Yeah, the automation 2s will be very useful.
They're on the queue.
You're going to take one and split it, pups, or put both in there?
It's up to you, I don't mind. I'm just trying to label the bounce so I remember what goes where.
Well, Noah, yesterday DC gave 100 subs, so
Whiteland.
it could be that. Alright, Ben. Shy Wolf, welcome back. You're not in a Factorio mood,
Why
you don't
is
have time for the
reset
addiction,
on
Jack.
automation
Lol.
2 when the greens aren't being made?
Because we don't have any belts.
The rest is just iron, Paul, on that one.
Don't suppose we have medium power poles.
Nope.
Well, this blueprint's going to be a bit more tricky. $11:50 PM in Australia. Future time, that's what you're on. Is a DC here? Yes, he is. Still doing his thing. We probably won't ever use this side of the bus, because the bus only begins later really, but having it here just helps you space things out properly, because the danger in this game is like building things too close to each other.
Can I have some help?
Come on, boy. Did you put gun turrets down?
No, not yet.
I'm here.
Hello!
Now, you see, just to the south of us is a cliff. I would love to build a wall between the cliff down here and the lake to the top. And we'll call the bit to the right Mexico.
Um,
Alright, let's get some gun turrets down just to protect us from those nasty biter things. There you go, you won't get smacked now.
Yay!
If you die in the game, then you drop everything that you've got on you. So this is your inventory. You drop it all on the ground and you spawn back in the base. The tricky bit is obviously getting your body back. That gets worse later in the game because you know, later in the game when the biters are hitting really hard, trying to walk back without power armor and stuff on is very, very difficult. And you kind of need other players to get you back in though. Did we get that power upgrade at all? Only gives us medium power poles. Nice. Just keep running back to those turrets to refill ammo. Yeah. So there's various ways in which you can kind of... Like, what you want looking to do is automate the defense of your base, right? A lot of things in this game start out with you having to do them manually. You manually
I was gonna
craft
say, I don't
items.
see still on the bus.
You manually craft items,
don't
and
have
then later on you'll
yeah.
automatically make those items. With your defense, then, with a gun turret, you have to keep putting ammo into it manually. One solution is to run belts near it, and then have inserters put the ammo in. But then you need to create a belt network, and then have ammo being created and on the belt. That's one solution. Or you might go for laser turrets later. Laser turrets just need power. The problem with them is, if your power's offline, for whatever reason,
And a lot of power.
all of your lasers are offline, and you have no defense. You can go for flamethrower turrets, but then you need to run pipes of oil so that they can produce flames. There is no perfect solution. It's a case of making sure that you've got enough protection so that maybe later on you can get over there and sort it out. Yeah, we can quickly make steel, that's
How
no
long
problem.
till we have flamethrowers, people?
Oh dude, there's so many different kinds of weapons now in this mod.
You know what I'm like though, Paul.
Flamethrowers are going to look pretty boring by the time you get there.
can someone place a steel blueprint underneath the copper, please?
Yeah.
Did you pick up the wall?
Not yet.
Let me know when you've picked up the wall, so me and I'll place one for you.
Somebody can pick up a wall.
I'm getting ready to put a new southern wall right here.
Some temporary steel production, Wyland.
Me, strong man.
This will be removed.
Right, pups, go.
Okay.
There's possibly some power poles in the way, but I'll obviously move those.
Really? Wood burning steel. Gotta love it.
How's that?
Thanks.
No worries.
Problem with steel is it takes ages to smelt. So I'm just making some steel so that we can then make these power poles. In a minute we'll get this electrical energy distribution. At the moment we can only make small electric poles, which are these things. They don't have much range around them, and they don't have much range in between them. But that's the maximum you can get. But when we unlock electrical distribution, we'll be able to make medium. And that gives us a much wider range of effect. They're very useful. Jord, how you doing, mate? Got some bits of steel. Okay, so now we've got logistics 2, we can make medium electric poles. So for that, you need copper, steel, and iron stick.
Anniversary. Natter.
Train Simmer, welcome back. Thank you for 28 months.
Welcome back.
Right.
Natter.
That'll do for now. So if you look at a medium pole, like it has a much greater range that it powers things. So yeah, you don't need as many. Get the power down here. Also these ones, the big electric poles, are really good. They're like the electric poles that you see going across the country, like they're really big range on them. Watching stream, happy life. I don't know why I'm carrying loads of stone around with me. We should try and get stone on the bus at some point. And bricks. How much is it? 2 o'clock.
That's 6 more engines added to the power wall.
Watching the stream whilst working from home tree. Suspect you're not alone. So the big electric poles don't have much of a spread in terms of power. But what they do is they have a massive range on them. So, for example, if we put this near that one, and then
Did we get
the
military
next one
online yet?
can go like here.
No, it's next on the list, Tom.
So it has like a really long range distribution. Mr. Bretson, thank you very much for the raid, sir. Hope you well. Appreciate the support. Thank you. Mr. Chew, how you doing? Kona time raiders. No doubt. Playing Flight Sim again. Thank you very much, Bretson. Another lovely streamer, guys. Member of the Nut House stream team. Give him a follow. Can we get a shout out for Bretson, please, mods? Lives on the Isle of Guam.
Paul, did we decide we bring in 2 lines of iron in, or?
We didn't decide anything. Yeah, you can get power to it very quickly like that. There you go. So they're great for distributing power. Oh, the new TFDI update did well. No crashes to Desto. Sounds like a win. Uh-oh. It's made a... Oh, stop. It's made far too many of those chests. I'm doing well, thank you. 3 years later now the plane works. Wow. Which is that? Is that the 717? Oh yeah, Mr. Cheery. Like,
Show me meteor.
it could be worse. I could hear that come in, but there's no way of knowing where it's landing.
You can click on the icon when you see it, but yeah, it just missed our arrays, the furnaces.
Yeah, I think we can get a meteor turret or something, can't we, later?
Yeah, you can.
Yes.
Yeah, the Ops convoy's tomorrow.
It'll be fun, they said.
It is fun, ain't you having fun?
I think about 90 or so
Sure, dodging
applied.
meteors
I don't
now.
know if they're not all on the same. I think the busy one is the second shift.
120.
The second one in the evening is the busier convoy. What's a bus?
Welcome back.
It comes from electronic engineering. A bus is effectively this. It's basically where you've got multiple lines going, carrying things. So what the bus does is it carries material along its length. And then that allows you to put down little mini factories. So like this factory here produces green circuits. In order to do that, it needs iron and copper. So what you do is you create a branch off the bus so that it can get the material it needs. And then it puts stuff back on the bus. That allows it to go further down the... Why is loads of stuff suddenly getting knocked out of visibility? Are we losing radar?
Yeah.
We just lost a chunk of radar near you, pups.
I'm stood next to you.
Well, if you look on your map, you'll see it just went red to the north of us where the power supply is and stuff, and coal.
Hang on, I'll go and stick another one down.
So the principle of a bus is you have material running along it.
It has a
You
little
take
bit to
material
do
off,
with
make
power.
something, put it back on the bus. Something further down the line does the same thing.
Power's fine.
So your bus kind of runs, you know, it can run left to right, up and down, whichever way, but it generally goes in one direction. Yeah, it's like a main line. It's like a kind of like a motorway, I guess.
I see. Whiteland's playing with the power lines and
Why is that yellow? I'm sure that should be blue.
knocked off the radar in the south.
Back up.
What is the power supply like in Guam? Redstone. I mean, is it reliable or is it just like really bad? Do you know what? I remember them bringing the 717 to a flight sim show, was it called? When it was back in, when it was in near, what's it called, that place near New York, north of New York. When it was there. That's when they showed it, I remember. That's probably like 3-4 years ago. So what do you need, Pups? Iron?
Yeah. I don't know whether to bring one line in and split it or bring two in.
Just bring one in and split it.
Because I know this thing eats iron for days.
Yep. But it eats green circuits for days as well. But once it's filled up, it stops.
True.
Like, you only need so many belts. Wait, that's not right. Is it?
Yeah.
Alright. Where's the iron? It's all generators make sure your clocks run fast as the power is not consistent. Blimey. So what we're doing there is branching the bus, bringing the iron plate down. Goes into this machine. This starts to make... It makes yellow splitters, yellow underground belts, and yellow belt. Later on, when we get blue, they go here. But you end up using a lot of belts in this game, so this is a really useful thing. The other chat, like even when I see idiots in the chat on SquirrelPlus, it's amazing how fast they're dealt with. Thank you. I need some steel. You have to have UPS for everything unless you want to keep buying electronics. What made you go there, Brett, then? Like, what attracted you to that kind of island life? Because you're from the States originally, aren't you? If I remember.
Paul, you got any medium power poles on you?
I will have shortly, that's why I went to grab some steel. But I only have like 2.
Happy anniversary, Natter. Happy anniversary, Natter.
Yeah, what I meant was he lived in the States originally. So to go from the States mainland to living on an island like Guam, like that's a big change. Mr. Hank, thank you 28 months. Not been watching your stream much lately. Not really into stoneworks. What are you up to today? Factorio. If you finished college, your job opportunity came. Right. So you went there to do that and then stayed. Red X, I think, Sommy's working on that. To create some repair
You working on
modules.
steel, so me.
Yeah, it's a bit hard though.
Steel hard, imagine.
Welcome back.
Frag TD, thank you very much
you,
indeed.
When you do it, can you
You're
put
gifting
it on
5
the
subs. Very generous of you.
second line of the bus?
It's on
If you was lucky
wherever
enough
it's
to get a
currently
sub, please
wired
give him
up
a
to. I
thank you.
think it's
It's on the
bottom
top.
of the initial.
Yeah, I want it. Can we have it on the second one? I've just put some conveyor belt down so you know what one I'm on about.
Welcome back, Nutter.
I must have stayed 5 years and we're here 20 years on.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Do you want to move back or do you want to stay where you are now?
Welcome back, Nutter.
Okay, that's looking good. Nice, so looks like Tom's built a belt to just keep these things supplied. Just needs to put some ammo on it now. I would like to get a wall from here to here before this lot attacks.
Working on that wall.
I have no doubt, Tom. Okay, I want to get an inserter array going. Can we make... We can make grenades! I'm so tempted to build one belt running the opposite way to the bus so I can get back that way quicker.
Lol.
Just a little transport bus. This can all go now. You're going to retire in Japan? Nice. Always wanted to go to Japan. Beer drinking has to be involved. You should make your own beer like Durka. I came over here to do something. And I've completely forgotten what that something was.
Hey, Sammy.
Yeah, I really want to go to Japan at some point.
Hey, hi, bye.
When all this nonsense is over with.
You can guess what's incoming, can't you?
Still.
Make your own corner brew. Absolutely. $321k iron ore.
Right, We've got a green light on the steel.
Nice.
Have we unlocked landfill yet?
No.
BRB.
Wow, it's only a 3.5-hour flight for you from Japan. That's amazing. I'll definitely go. It's on my list.
Do you love it that he has the context of that's only a 3.5-hour flight?
Well, that's like flying to Tenerife for us. It's pretty close.
Yeah, exactly. That's sort of... Yeah, that's a Mediterranean island for us, isn't it?
How much wall do you need, Tom?
I just took 140 for now.
Okay, you need any more?
I will. But go ahead and take whatever you need.
Yeah. 22-hour flight to get to the UK. That's a long flight. I've never done a flight that long. I can't imagine how horrible that is. Like 10-hour flights to me are too much. They're just... I know what I went over there for. Coal. So I could make grenades. That's what I went over there for. Now I'm back over here. I just remembered. Gonna get some defenses going here. Yeah, have a good one, Bretson. Okay. So chances are these guys, you see how they're just about to be hit by pollution? There you go. Chances are they're going to come legging it this way. Now I've got a wall in the way. Should give us some good defense. What are you going to place the inserter, Roy? It was going to go here, but for now, we could put it to the north. Put it on the north side, opposite this thing. As long as it's after the circuits, that's the main thing. This one, I think. That's the red belt. That's the ammo production, which we should really get, the military one. Now, we've got steel on the belt now, haven't we?
I believe we do.
There's steel on production. What I don't get is that a full in is like really measly out.
Yeah, we don't have enough iron to really pump it out yet.
Yeah, but the input belt is full.
Paul, I also have this one for inserters. I don't know why I can stick it down to show you.
Well, you can help me clear the area. Yeah, I think you might have one with a slower belt version, maybe.
My one's got miners and assembling machines being made as well.
Yeah, that one's just focused on inserters, the one I've got.
My one does inserters as well, which like we added onto it.
How big is it?
Quite big.
Imagine the day when we've got bots and we can just tell it to clear the trees. Oh. Maybe push it slightly left, and then we can keep the gun turrets where they are. You want me to move anything?
No. How's that?
Yeah.
Right, go go. I'm just gonna go and put some landfill online so we can carry on with the boss.
Why there was all this? Why there's all this stuff for he's not listening anyway.
Just take it, Paul. Just take it.
Is all this stuff why then for your own science? Is what I want to ask. Kind of looks like it might be. Military science. We do indeed need coal and stone on the belt. There's actually a big stone just to the east, near a big base. I might go and recover that.
Yeah, I didn't know whether we wanted the stone to the west and sort of bring it down on a similar line to the iron ore that I've just tapped into. That's a 4 rather than a 1.4.
Mm.
It's a long way, admittedly, but...
What's we like for coal? We've only got the 340k in the middle.
Yes.
Well, there's a 1.2 million power in the power supply, but It's not on the bus.
There's an 8.6 a really long way away. Gonna go and take a walk to the west and see if there's a coal there.
Okay.
Tom, are you
Yeah.
actually putting ammo onto that belt, or is it just like...
Right now, yeah, I'm manually putting it on the belt.
Right. It's the wildlife. It's the indigenous wildlife. They look like cockroaches and stuff. Might just take that and put it onto the belt. I guess quick coal, won't it?
Anybody got 2 million belts?
I've got 400 belts. Trouble is, why then we'll have to defend the coal and everything in between. And it's a long way. I can get some coal fairly quickly, which will keep us going so we can get that. I think we need to get armor-piercing rounds first, before we go south. Thank you, Mickey Mouse. No, the boxes are still there, Whiteland, with all the belts in them. I left the boxes.
Yeah, it looks like they're gone now.
Okay, I don't know who took them. Wasn't me.
One B.
The belts in the boxes.
Yeah, there was 2 wooden boxes with a whole lot of belts that were left. I just removed the production.
The 2 boxes of belts that I picked up had 500 belt in them. They were next to where Whiteland's original array was on the end of the iron. There wasn't 2,000 in there.
2 million?
Well, there definitely wasn't that much in there because they wouldn't have been able to pick it up. So I found a big alien base past that stone to the west, and a copper.
Oh yeah, I see it. 3.7 copper, nice.
And it's very pretty round here. There's all pretty flowers and pretty trees and everything.
And dead the aliens that want to eat you, yeah, exactly. It's all so pretty.
I'll find some uranium.
Is that what?
500. Ah, I've got a cluster of them on me.
Woohoo!
Right.
Nice knowing you. Okay, so that should get us some coal.
Anyone north?
I can go north. What's up?
Attack on the wall.
Yeah, that's a big attack.
Coming up as well.
I don't appear to have any gun turrets.
Rip Tom.
Rip Tom.
Nobody saw me.
You said they just made it so people can walk through a drive-through in a restaurant. Wait, what? Wait, so you've got a drive-through, but you can walk through it now? That's amazing. Hello, how you doing? Let me go and balance this thing properly.
Is it me, or are all the resources just covered by trees on this map?
Yeah, there's a lot of trees. That snow really does slow you down from running. Emirates is hateful to economy passengers, really? Oh, for leg space, got you. I thought you meant their customer service. Like, if you're not business class, they just treat you with contempt. I need to put down a military build for armor piercing.
You have that.
I've got it, but I'm just wondering where to put it. Like whether to stay north side or south.
You could stick it next to the engines, I suppose. Or in between here. You can't just do that, Paul. We don't have bots.
Oh, I've unmarked it. It was marked for deletion.
Because it needs to be deleted and moved.
I'm going to make ammo whiteland, but I'm just wondering why.
I need fish. And I need a kebab.
Yeah, I can't get to my body.
I don't
All
think
right.
I could stomach another pizza, to be honest, Paul.
Yeah, okay, that's a lot down there.
Do you need a hand, Tom?
Yeah, Whiteland and I are picking at these guys, but it's difficult.
Oh wow, you're. I'm the furthest away from you.
Just wait a
Yes,
sec, Tom, so we get some reinforcements down there. Those worms are an absolute nightmare. Ooh, direct hit. Oh, those spitters are really, really bad. Why are you not putting ammo in the stupid thing? That was great. Just lost like a whole load of ammo. Back off, Whiteland, mate. Seriously. You'll die from goo.
Oh wow, it's like a double base, is it?
Yep. Alright, you got your stuff back. Should we back off? The more we attack, the more they mutate.
Yeah, you're retreating, Tom, before you die.
Grenades are not that useful, but I only had 3 of them. Those spitting worms are just...
Oh, pack coming in from the right, Tom.
They spit. When it hits you, it hurts. It lands on the floor. If you walk through it, it carries on doing more damage over time. And it slows you down. And when it just keeps spitting at you, it slows you down. You can't get out of it. You want to see the weapons on the right? Hang on. Like that. I think what material goes on here. This blueprint doesn't label it. Winter map's looking nice. It does look really good, doesn't it?